Alright, so we are gonna take the left three topics in a single stretch. So we will be taking uh, against property offenses, and then we'll be taking offenses relating to marriage, and at last we'll take defamation. Defamation is a very small portion. Okay, so we'll quickly begin with offenses against property. Okay. So let's start with theft. In section number 378, theft is mentioned. Okay. And then I will take you to section number 390, which is robbery. And then section number 191 to 402 is basically, it talks about dacoity. So 191 onwards, that is dacoity. Okay, so these three things, these three offenses, we will try to understand, because it's these all three things are very similar and like it's close to each other. And then we'll go with extortion. Okay, so definition for theft: whosoever dishonestly takes any movable property out of the possession of another person without their consent commits theft. Okay, that is very easy. Many mischievous children have done in their life. Okay, that is what theft is. Where if they just continue that habit, then it's a serious problem. So what we are saying, dishonestly take any movable property. So that means theft can be done on movable properties. Yeah, it can be cash, it can be jewelry, it can be some electronics, it can be uh, like related to those things which can be moved. There is dishonestly, and there is another word which is without consent. These two can be told as theft. Okay, it is under section 378. Now we'll directly jump to robbery, which is dealt in 390. What is robbery? Robbery is theft committed with violence or threat of violence, or putting someone in fear of immediate death or hurt in order to steal the property. Okay, so one level higher than theft is robbery. So in robbery, what more things are added? There is violence, then there is some threat of violence, then there is putting someone to fear of immediate death. What more is order? Or hurt. Okay, hurt. So if we add these things, it is becoming robbery. Okay, now what is dacoity? Dacoity is more serious form of robbery involving 5 or more people who commit robbery or prepare to commit robbery. So this is just a level up of robbery. So here what more things have added? It is 5 or more people. Okay, it's either commit or prepare. It can be either commit or prepare. Okay, so it's very easy. Like 178 is talking about theft, which is including dishonestly you're taking. 378 is talking about dishonestly taking some property without the consent of another person. 390 talks about robbery, which is including violence, threat of violence, or fear of death. Okay, you just add more serious or rigorousness in that, that becomes dacoity. It is including 5 or more people. It's either committing that theft, committing that robbery, or preparation for that robbery. These 3 things comes under property. Now we'll do extortion. Okay, definition: whoever intentionally threatens violence or wrongfully accuses someone of an offense to induce them to deliver any property or valuable security commits extortion. So here we'll see the key elements. The accused must use threat of violence or false accusation to create fear, inducement of delivery to deliver property. Deliver the property is the threat must be used to force the victim to give their property. So what is extortion? It is like first they are creating the fear and then they are telling to give something. So in section number 383 it is talking about extortion. Now what is extortion? There are 2 elements. Number 1 is threatens. There is threaten or wrongfully accuse the victim. Okay, and then there is inducement to deliver property. They are forcing inducement to deliver property. That's why like some kidnapping and all happens, and then they will do call, and if the person is caught, if the accused is caught, then there are multiple sections on him. Like there will be kidnapping section, there will be extortion section, like he asks money, he is using violence. So all these things will come together. Then comes criminal misappropriation of property and criminal breach of trust. So section 403 talks about criminal misappropriation. Whoever dishonestly misappropriates or converts to their own use any movable property which is in their possession with the consent of the owner commits criminal misappropriation. The key difference from theft is that the property was initially taken with the owner's consent. Okay, so dishonestly misappropriate or convert to their own use. That is what criminal misappropriation section 403 talks about. Then comes criminal breach of trust. Whoever being entrusted with property dishonestly converts the property or dishonestly uses it in a manner that is inconsistent with the purpose of the trust commits a criminal breach of trust. For example, I have a big garage or a big warehouse. I have given to you to just to keep like maintain it. You are using it for some people who are telling that we will keep some weapons, we will keep some storage here, illegal substance there, and then we will take out. So you are trying to earn money from there. That becomes breach of trust. So it is dealt in section 405. Okay, then there are 2 more sections. One is cheating, another is mischief. Okay, here also it's very similar to each other, and we can draw like this. Okay, so section 417 is talking about cheating. Section 425 is talking about mischief. Okay, let's see the definitions. Whoever dishonestly induces the delivery of any property to any person or to consent that any person shall retain any property, or intentionally induces any person to refrain from rightfully obtaining any property, commits cheating. So here is deception. So the accused must use deception or false information to mislead the victim. The deception must be used to make the victim give up their property. Like for example, someone is saying, I have a property here, I'll just give you the paperwork, you just give the money and then we'll settle it out. But the document might not be an actual document, or the property might not be his own. So during that time he got the property, mobile property, which might be cash or some kind of money, and he might have delivered a wrong property to him. That becomes cheating. What is mischief? Whoever with intent to cause or knowing that he is likely to cause mischief by doing any act or by any illegal omission commits mischief. So in mischief is a broader term encompassing various acts that cause damage or annoyance to property. Example: spoiling or destroying property, tampering with property, mischief by killing or maiming animals. So the person's having the intent of the cause, like what it's actually going to happen, that is dealt under mischief, section 425. And then there are sections given for 426, which deals about spoiling or destroying property. And then section 427 deals about tampering with property. Section 428 deals mischief by killing or maiming animals. So these are all subcategory inside mischiefs. Okay. Now we'll see offenses relating to marriage. Or we'll take a break.